talking about nasty things right now, but ain't nothing nastier than hot tub water. You know what I'm saying?
I suppose
it's just
true.
boiling. You can. I don't know what it is.
Boiling human juices.
It's just boiling human juices. I don't know what it is about hot tubs, but when you get in a hot tub, for some reason it looks clear and blue. Before anybody's in there, then the moment you get out, the shit is all yellow. There's white shit floating on top of
it's
it.
Funny, hot tub's only fun if you're drinking in it. And one thing they tell you to do is not drink when you're in the hot tub.
Yeah, that's what I know about hot tubs. You combine all that piss and all that semen, maybe some shit in there, you can travel through time. It's all a mixture, man. Maybe pour a little alcohol in there.
No,
sprinkle a little cocaine.
Exactly
that's not how time travel works.
No.
That's how I wish it worked. Because if that's the case, I'll be back and forth in time all the time, Martin. That's what I liked about the first hot tub time machine. They said, how do we travel through time? They didn't even try anything. We got fucked up and woke up another time.
Yeah, and Chevy Chase is the magical, well, I guess not Negro this time. Magical Chevy Chase came.
Magical Chevy Chase. It really wasn't that big. It wasn't that huge of a hit.
Was it not?
No, it was not. So now they said, you know what? Maybe we can get back in the tub. You know whose fault it was? It was that John Cusack. He's the one that fucked it up. Leave him out of it. Bring everybody else back. Add a few people. Even bring Chevy Chase. Bring his old ass back. And maybe this time with hot tub, what is it? Hot tub travel time machine?
Hot tub time machine.
I was like, God damn!
Let me say it. Hot tub time machine 2. Really? Yeah. How is that so hard?
Martin's like, it ain't even Back to the Future. It ain't like 3,431 gigawatts and some shit. It's just hot tub time machine. How you fucking that up? Hot tub time machine part 2. Let's see if we actually have a little more success with that. With Hot Tub Time Machine Part 2, we climb back into that nasty man water and travel through time again. This time, however, the guys, as we said, minus John Cusack, they travel 10 years into the future instead of into the past. And they do that to prevent the assassination of Lou, the asshole of the group, played by Rob Corddry. Now, it is how you say his last name, right? It's like a lot of time travel movies where they just go back and forth so many times and just create so many storylines and so many cases where this person come back to stop that person and even stop themselves in certain cases. I'm just like, you know what? They make it so convoluted and so crazy that they get to the point where you say, you know, fuck it, I'm not going to even try to figure this out.
It's like they run time travel like 3-card Monte, where, they flip it so much to where, like, you trying to follow it so you can call bullshit on them. There's a point where you go like, I don't know where the queen is.
Yeah, you just
anymore.
doing this shit right there. You just kind of like, you know what, just fucking take my money, man, because I don't know where this shit is. But that's what they do in the movie. It's sillier than a lot of movies, but it reminded me of a movie like Looper on drugs and cocaine and alcohol. Because Looper was just so crazy with their time travel.
Sure.
They even admitted in the movie, they had a character just say, you know what, we're not gonna even talk about time travel right now because it's just stupid. Don't even try to explain it to a certain point. And here that's what they did. They just had fun with it. And this time they replaced John Cusack with, and this is Adam Scott. And Adam Scott is he's not John Cusack. He's not trying to be John Cusack.
Not in any way.
I'm not going to even tell you what his character is in the movie in relation to everybody else, just in case you want a spoiler-free review right here. But John Cusack was the one that kind of held it down.
He was the anchor.
Without John Cusack there to be the straight man, without John Cusack there to actually have the emotional story from the beginning. Look, I know you ain't looking for emotions in this,
but you kind of do need something.
But you need something. It really felt like a sincere reason to travel. They ain't got that here. So what you left with right here, you left with the geek, the asshole, and the big goofy guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You really are left with a bunch of stupid motherfuckers right here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those where, it ain't always fun to follow them because in real life, you wouldn't. Like the way the characters were in the first movie, like they had all been friends, they drifted apart, and you kind of identify with that. Like those friends you drifted away from, but you want to, reconnect with them.
It's the Three Stooges, man. You're traveling through time with the Three Stooges. For all the Three Stooges remakes and type of movies that they tried to do, they accidentally made one here.
It's weird, man. All these movies come up these characters that might as well be the Three Stooges, but if they would have actually put the Three Stooges in these movies, they would be funny.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You left with Mo, who's the asshole Rob Corddry. You left with a bald-headed Mo, a little geeky-ass Larry, and a big black-ass Curly. Who's dumber? The dumbass or the people who were following this dumbass? And what's left with this is that when you're left with three guys like this, with not one guy with common sense or one guy with heart, you just left with a bunch of goofy motherfuckers who just tease each other the whole time.
Yeah.
It's a classic alternate reality situation, like Fringe. Nerd. You're a fucking nerd. Nerd. You're a fucking nerd. And no one likes you. No one likes you.
Watching this, there are some funny things here.
Well, that's the thing, man. I mean, look, there's no getting around this. This is a bad movie. I'd even say it's a shitty movie. But it regularly has genuinely really laugh out loud funny moments.
One of those scenes that I laughed at a lot was when it was with your boy Craig Robinson, man.
Yeah.
It's a funny scene. It's also horrifying too. He cracked me up when he was singing that Lisa Loeb song, "Stay."
Yeah.
You say only hear what I want to.
I don't know why, man. That's so funny to me. It's also scary because it looks like he's serenading you before he rapes you.
But he's got those sensitive glasses.
It looks like you sharing a prison cell with this motherfucker right here. And this is right before you go to bed. It's like you trapped in his apartment right now. He's chasing you around. Where you going, boy? Come here, the door's locked. You can't run. I mean, last person I want to see singing fucking "Stay" to me is Craig Robinson, man. This big black motherfucker right here. Come here, boy, don't run. No, please. I see you. Cut. Yeah, cut. You know, things like that. I thought, man, that'd be fun if that came back around somewhere.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It was like
It's lost in time somewhere. So there's a lot of these punchlines that are still time traveling. They'll catch up to us later.
I mean, they had jokes. It's like, really?
Patriot Blue.
Holy shit, this is an alternate universe, like Fringe.
Nerd. You're a fucking nerd.
You're a nerd.
And
You're a
no
nerd.
one suck each other's dicks. Whoa, what?
I'm saying all this because I'm frustrated because the parts that made me laugh really did make me laugh. And if they just had kind of better writing and follow through, and let's just like you said, man, let's admit it. If you actually had something to do besides just say, hey, you know what? Let's make a sequel.
It is so rare. Like, sequels come up for any movie that's any kind of successful. And, a sequel comes, you're like, oh, what are they going to do this time? But every so often, it works out pretty well. Mm-hmm. With comedy, hardly ever. The number of comedy sequels that are good is so few.
Comedy is just, that's the, when
like 21, 22 Jump Street. And I don't know what else.
Yeah, I'm really trying to be with. I'm like, shit, yeah, Martin, and I'm about to build a time machine to go back and find
Right.
one because I can't think of. I know there is more.
Right, but it ain't a whole lot more.
Some people say Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But Martin's like, damn, you had to go way back in time for that one. Can you give me something in the last 10 years? Shit, give me something in the last 20 years.
Yeah, you do your time machine to find something like that. Goddamn.
Hey,
This is like Horrible Bosses 2 all over again.
yes. Yeah.
It's that same level of, well, we want to make a movie. We don't really have an idea, but we just want to do it, and we got most of the cast. And so we're gonna wing it as best as possible, and just hope, keep our fingers crossed that things will just magically come together somehow. This just happens to have genuinely funny moments in it, where Horrible Bosses 2 had absolutely none whatsoever.
And even the funny moments in here, you felt like, damn, that might have been an accident.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Because they're shooting wild with everything.
Yeah.
It's almost like law of averages. Like, well, if you fire the gun enough, it's got to hit a target eventually.
Comedies, whether comedies are a hit or not, y'all just pull sequels out your ass.
Yeah.
Can I put a challenge out there to Hollywood? For the next comedy sequel that comes out, can somebody give a shit? Just one person? Can one person give a shit?
Yeah.
Please do it for the people. Just one person.
You can't leave it up to Miller and Lord to do it for all the time for everybody.
Chris Miller and Phil Lord, those are only two people in Hollywood. Those are the people that did the second 22 Jump Street. Those are the only ones right now that seem to actually give a fuck.
Yeah.
Can somebody get just one fuck? Just one. Somebody, they had that expression, I don't give two fucks. You don't have to, just give one.
Just one.
Just please.
Just a half of one. Let somebody borrow one.
It's a funny film. And I think that if you're drunk or coked up, you go see this in the theater, you're going to be the most obnoxious people. You probably won't see the end of the movie because you're getting kicked out. But this is really made for video.
It's totally made for video.
Yeah.
I mean, because it is that, it's just a bunch of pieces together. and it's padded out because the movie's actually not that long.
No, it's 90 minutes going into it. It's a movie made for video.
It's made for video.
It's a rental. It's a straight up rental.
It is a rental. I'll give it that. And I would say to anybody who is very self-satisfied, going like, I knew it wasn't gonna be no good because they couldn't get John Cusack to come back. John Cusack ain't making the best choices right now himself.
John Cusack is like, you know what? I've seen the future in the past, and I'm fucking up enough.
Yeah, right. I don't need this right now, guys.
Yeah, Martin, don't get mad at me, Martin. Don't get mad at Martin. Leave me alone. Because in the movie, they even went back in time. Your boy Craig Robinson, he went back in time to get your shirt. So, come on, man.
I knew that was coming. The whole time I was watching this movie, I'm like, man, I'm going to take a hit on this.
Man, you knew. You watching this big ass the whole time with that fucking shirt on. You knew, man. I couldn't pass that shit up.
I did.
Yeah. In fact, that's you right now coming from the future. Like, shit, I deserve this. That's you trying to stop this shit right now. He gonna make a joke about my shirt. Thing is, Martin, if you're coming from the future to stop a joke, don't wear the joke. Take that shit. The funny thing is, that's actually one of my favorite shirts of yours.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't wear it, but I sure love staring at that shit. I'm just hypnotized when I see that shit. Wow. I can travel through time just looking at your shirt. I'm going back to the 60s now.